Here's a great story Theresa tells to highlight how automotive distributors need to know their true cost of goods sold so that when they make a sale, they can book a profit. So here's how the story goes. Let me tell you a story about Trace, an automotive parts distributor in Wisconsin, who needed to know the true profitability of his sales. The problem is that Trace purchases inventory from so many different sources, so he doesn't know what the true cost of his inventory is. He can buy the identical part, for instance, with as much as a 30% gross margin difference between the drop ship price, with a 3 to 7 day lead time, and the price from a local warehouse, because he's got to have the part delivered that same day. As a result of the different ways that Trace acquires inventory, the real profit on many of his sales is unknown. And it remains unknown until the true cost of his inventory is reconciled at the end of the month on his balance sheet. Until that time, his financials, checkbook, and reports just don't add up. So for 29 days out of 30, Trace is operating in the dark, hoping that somehow he'll be profitable at the end of the month. Now, because Trace's business operates on razor-thin margins, he realized he had to turn the lights on and expose the true cost of goods sold when one month, just a 0.5 percentage point swing in margin wiped out almost half his entire net profit. So Trace was delighted to discover that Epicor was able to provide a solution that allows for up to 14 different vendor costs per part. Now Trace's purchasing manager can create purchase orders with accurate costs. And Trace's financials, checkbook, and reports all finally match, so he can run his business with confidence. But that's enough about Trace. Why don't you tell me your story? And then after the client tells you their story, you might follow up with a few questions, such as, do you buy drop shipments and also buy from local warehouses on the same line? What's the price difference? Do you buy the same inventory from different suppliers at different prices? What's the price difference? Do you need to make adjustments to the inventory value when you reconcile your financial statements at the end of the month? If so, how do you know your true cost of goods sold at the time of the sale? What effect can that have on your margins? What are your total sales? So, is not knowing your true costs costing you as much as X amount?